You are sitting in a waiting room. The air conditioning is a little too cold. You are wearing a suit that feels slightly stiff. You've checked your hair in the phone camera 5 times.
In your hand is a folder with your resume. It's perfect. It's beautiful. But in your head, it's chaos.
The door opens. A person smiles and says, "We're ready for you." Your legs feel like lead. You walk in, sit down, and they ask the most terrifying question in the English language.
So, tell us a bit about yourself.
Suddenly, you forget your own name. You forget every project you've ever worked on. You feel like an imposter. Welcome to Season 2 of Vivid English Today. I'm Miles.
And I'm Larah, and today we are helping you get hired.
Larah, we decided to make the theme of Season 2 the workplace, because for English learners, this is where the pressure to be perfect is at its highest.
Exactly. In the grocery store, a mistake is just a mistake. In an interview, you feel like a mistake could cost you a career.
But here is the secret we're going to explore today. They didn't invite you to the interview to test your English. They invited you because they already liked your resume.
The interview is about status and vibe. They want to know, do I want to sit next to this person for 8 hours a day? Before we jump into the role play, let's look at some words to describe this feeling. The first is high stakes.
High stakes. It means there is a lot to lose or a lot to win. An interview is a high-stakes conversation.
Next is imposter syndrome. Miles, you talk about this with your students all the time.
Every day. It's that voice that says, "You don't belong here. Soon they will realize you aren't as good as they think." It's especially common when you're speaking a second language.
And finally, a power verb, spearhead.
To spearhead a project, it sounds much more professional than saying, "I was the leader." It means you are at the front, pushing it forward.
The tell me about yourself trap. Let's look at the first big mistake. Most people hear tell me about yourself and they start at the beginning of their life. I was born in 1992. I went to primary school.
No, stop. The interviewer is already bored. They want the professional snapshot.
We use the present, past, future model. Present, what are you doing right now? Past, what big win did you have before? Future, why are you in this room today?
Let's role play this. I am the nervous candidate who gives too much detail. You are the interviewer.
Okay, action. So, Miles, thanks for coming in. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Hi. Yes, well, I was born in a small town. I studied history first, but then I realized I didn't like it, so I changed to marketing in 2015. Then I moved to the city. I worked at a small shop for 2 years. Wait, no, 3 years. I have 2 cats. I'm a hard worker?
Miles, I know your cat's life story, but I have no idea why I should hire you.
I was fact dumping. I was just throwing information at you because I was afraid of silence.
Now, let's do the pro version using present, past, future.
Action. Well, currently, I'm a senior marketing coordinator at Vivid Corp, where I focus on digital strategy. In my previous role, I actually spearheaded a campaign that increased our lead generation by 40%. Moving forward, I'm looking to bring that experience to a larger international team like yours, which is why I was so excited about this opening.
Wow, hire that man. It was short, it was structured, and it used those power verbs.
The weakness question. Okay, let's move to the scary one. What is your greatest weakness?
This is a trap. If you say, I'm a perfectionist, the interviewer will roll their eyes. They've heard it 1,000 times.
And if you say, I'm always late, you won't get the job.
The secret is the pivot. You state a real small weakness, and then you spend 90% of the time explaining how you are fixing it. For example, In the past, I struggled with public speaking, so I joined a local speaking club and started volunteering to lead small team meetings. I'm much more confident now, though I'm still working on it.
It shows growth mindset. It shows you are self-aware.
Handling the brain fart. Larah, what happens if the candidate actually forgets a word? Their mid-sentence in the English just disappears.
Don't panic, even native speakers do this. We call it a brain fart.
But if you sit in silence for 10 seconds, it looks like you don't know the answer.
We can use a stalling phrase. That's a great question. Let me think about the best way to put this.
Or be honest but professional. The word is on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, the main point is,
By acknowledging it, you lower the tension. You aren't a student being graded. You are a professional having a conversation.
the reverse interview. Before we finish, we have to talk about the end of the interview. They always ask, do you have any questions for us?
If you say, no, I'm good, you lose points. It makes you look like you don't care.
You need to ask status questions, things that show you are thinking about the company's future.
Try these. What does success look like in this role after 6 months? How does the team handle challenges or tight deadlines? What is the company's biggest goal for the next year?
Suddenly, the power shifts. Now you are interviewing them.
Drill section. Power phrases. Let's practice the intonation. You want to sound calm, confident, not arrogant. Repeat after Miles.
I spearheaded a project to improve efficiency.
I spearheaded a project to improve efficiency.
I'm looking to bring my expertise to a new challenge.
I'm looking to bring my expertise to a new challenge.
In the past, I struggled with X, but I've implemented a new system to fix it.
In the past, I struggled with X, but I've implemented a new system to fix it.
That's a great question. Let me reflect on that for a second.
That's a great question. Let me reflect on that for a second.
This week, we want you to write your own present, past, future introduction. 30 seconds.
Don't write it like a book. Write it like you are talking to a friend at a professional event. Record yourself on your phone. Listen back. Do you sound like someone you would want to work with?
And remember, your accent is your history. It shows you speak more than one language. In a global workplace, that is a superpower, not a weakness.
We will be back for episode 2, The Water Cooler and Office Gossip. How to talk to your coworkers when you aren't talking about work.
Until then, stay brave
Stay imperfect.
and stay vivid.